So it's 2012. Samsung are at their highest in terms of selling smartphones. They just dethroned Nokia and they are just doing what Samsung do best, killing it. So in November of 2012, they decided to release a mini version of the S3. They already released the S3, so they decided to release a mini version of it. So let me just show you how small this phone is. They didn't exaggerate in terms of the size of it. So these are my small hands. As you can see, I have very tiny hands, and this is the Samsung S3 mini. Just look at it, this tiny guy in the big 2026 with this very small screen. We're gonna get inside and test how it handles big task of 2026. But before that, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe. DJ, you know what to do. Play my intro. So I wanted to capture this moment because nowadays Samsung doesn't do this screen setup. They really lost their touch. Just look at it. It's really represented the galaxy of the phone, because this was a Galaxy S3, but Samsung over the years lost that beautiful touch. We have lost our color. We have lost our color in the world. So this is the S3. Just look at it, how small and tiny the screen was. So in this video, we're gonna be testing the three main aspects of what makes a phone a phone. So how fast it is, the Android version, the camera, the media, and the gaming experience. So let's first start with the gaming experience, because some of the people want to see how this phone handles the gaming experience. So we're gonna be doing two games. First of all, we're gonna be doing Asphalt Nitro and Pool Ballad. So let's get into it. Most of the games inside this phone actually work perfectly, because I really wanted to put GTA San Andreas, but at the time I had little to none knowledge of how to put it in. So I think I'm gonna try again. Maybe I'll make a video of how well the gameplay is in this phone. So as you can see, Pool Ballad is pretty responsive. So yeah, we're gonna move on to the next check-in of this phone. We're gonna move on to the social media aspect of this phone. So in this phone, I actually have two social medias, TikTok Lite and Facebook. These are the old versions of the apps, because the newer versions actually crash when I try to install them, or they do not allow me to install them. So I had to download the older versions of the apps. So TikTok is a newer app, newer than this phone. It was like launched in 2019, and this is like in 2012. So the app doesn't really respond well. It does load up like this, but showing the images or the video playing, it doesn't. It just ends up like this, or the sound escapes but no visual aspects is shown in the screen. So as you can see, it just freezes up like this and doesn't respond. So even WhatsApp, I tried to install WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is very modern and doesn't allow certain apps to be downloaded like this. But Facebook, surprisingly, Facebook amazed me, because Facebook is very responsive. As you can see, even the video playing. Let's just wait for the load up.
I heard your daughter's possessed and in need of help. What's going on?
Pastor, she's been acting weird. I think she is possessed.
Where is she?
Just imagine seeing a guy watching reels on this phone on the bus. So let's move on to another aspect of this phone. YouTube. We still had this icon. We didn't upgrade to other icons. So YouTube actually doesn't play because it's just doing this. Even if you add your account, it doesn't enter. So yeah, let's move on to another aspect of this phone. Let's test the camera. So the camera is actually this one and this one. So we're gonna first start with the whichever has come up first. So yeah, let's talk about media in terms of watching everything. The photo aspect of this phone is very bad. The pictures, even the quality, even though your pictures may be high quality, the phone will actually degrade your pictures in order to match the pixels in terms of showing them in this phone. Nowadays movies are high quality, like we have 4K and 1080p, so some of the videos do not play. I tried to send a movie here and it actually crashed because the movie was quite high quality and this phone does not support high quality movies, so the movies actually crash. So we had one speaker at the back, and in terms of audio, I don't know how much audio I can play here because of like copyright and stuff, but let me try to play their own song. So that's enough of that. Let me show you the cool thing about this old phone. So we are now in Android 17. There are now phones that are in Android 17, like the Pixels, the Google Pixels are now in Android 17, but this phone we're actually stuck in Android version 4, which is very old. It was Android 4 Jelly Bean. They are still rolling out the names, but they are not public with the names like Jelly Beans and stuff. But now we are still in Jelly Bean, and I can't upgrade to other version. We are just stuck here. In terms of okay, let's get into the web browsing. Web browsing is pretty tough because you can still web browse some things. Like I had to search board because some things are not high quality. Times have changed, and I do actually make calls sometimes when I'm like bored and trying to test some things. I cannot install new apps because my Google account doesn't enter here for some reason. We actually don't have upgraded things, like we still have these icons. Yeah, So this has been the new normal, exploring what the Samsung S3 has for us in 2026. As you can see, not a lot you can do with this phone unless you are still on Facebook, but not on TikTok, because TikTok doesn't allow this phone to play, even Instagram and WhatsApp. So this has been the new normal. Tell me in the comments what you want me to explore more on this phone. I will try to put San Andreas on this phone just to test how well it performs. See you on the next one.